Greetings, royal queens and kings. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope y'all are having an amazing night. I am definitely here to give some commentary on the hot topics. Everybody has been definitely talking about, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, the whole bad boy situation. Now he's giving back royalties and things like that. And, a lot of the artists, um, rest in peace, Black Rob, isn't really here to, speak on his behalf. It's very heartfelt, and my prayers are with the alleged victims. And we have a lot to get into, so let's get into it.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. Best learn or you're going to get the bloody back for sure.
Okay, so now that we have gotten that out the way, everybody, thank you all for coming by. Definitely everything is going to be alleged tonight. And I just want to have a conversation. I want to engage. I will eventually drop the link in the chat pretty soon. But I did want to touch on a few bases because Tupac, his alleged unaliver, they say is Keefe D. However, there is, Suge Knight. I guess they wanted to, visit and talk to him. And Suge Knight is alleging that, no, it isn't the right guy. So let me ask you this. Let me put a poll in here and ask you guys, do you believe that Suge Knight is maybe hiding some information and he's sticking to the street code? So that'll be the question. Is Suge Knight sticking to the street code? Excuse me. That's it. Okay, let me see. Let me go ahead and pose a question. Do you believe Suge Knight is sticking to the street code? Okay. And that's a yes or no question. So you guys go ahead and jump in. Yeah, go ahead and jump in. There was a few things that really caught my attention about this case was, of course, it's Tupac. And, the next thought to my head was, Biggie. And so I got this magazine and I hadn't read it yet. And I hadn't read it because I didn't know how things were going to play out. So I'm glad that more information has come out and I'm able to look at the information that's on the news, that's in the headlines, and what the people are reporting, right? And so I get a feel of the story and like what the narrative is, and if there's any. Let me get a little bit more. Oh. Okay. Bring it back. Bring it back. So yeah, moving forward, we are definitely going to go through the information together and we will discuss, what's going on. But I did want to hit you guys with a few topics, more news that's just outrageous to my ears. Okay. And let me go ahead and say this. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And also tell your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend, right? All right. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Oh, okay. Okay. So we are going to share. And here's a story that I ran across. And I just was, oh my God, I'm just blown away with it. Right. So let's go ahead and okay, so it's that story, but it's this story too. I want to do her story first.
Launched a search to track down a man who shot and killed a young mother. The Cap police tell us Raisha Hurd was ambushed and murdered at her parents' home on Kelly Chapel Road. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor has that story.
The Hurd family has lived here on Kelly Chapel Road in DeKalb County for more than 40 years. They have lots of fond memories, but they will never forget what happened here Wednesday night. DeKalb police say someone ambushed Mom Rashida Hurd as she and her family were getting out of the car and started shooting. The gunfire was so pronounced it could be heard across the street where Yolanda Bethea lives.
It was 6 shots. I knew it was a gun. I knew it wasn't a firecracker. The next time I looked out the window, that's when I started seeing the police cars and the ambulance and stuff.
We saw evidence of the violence, a bullet hole in the rear of this white Lexus parked in the carport.
Launched a search to track down a man who shot and killed a young mother. The Cap police tell us Raisha Hurd was
pregnant, and her 8-year-old son watched in horror as his mother was gunned down.
Yeah, it is.
The bold violence has just stunned neighbors.
And we have 2 small kids here, so I was like, not in our neighborhood. I didn't think that would happen in this neighborhood.
Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
healthcare provider
Pregnant, and her 8-year-old son watched in horror as his mother was gunned down.
Yeah, it is.
The bold violence has just stunned neighbors.
You just never know what couples are going through behind closed doors. And I want to send out condolences to that young lady and her family and the children that she had left behind. And ladies, we have to, when we see those signs of, aggression and things like that, we have to make the right choice. We definitely have to make the right choice. On that note, give me 1 second. Let's go on a quick commercial break and we will be right back.
Never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. No one until you can't fight. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be healing. I can be real good. Please don't get any feelings. Hey, I need some love.
Oh, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Uh-huh. I have to go get my nuts. You know, these are like amazing. Oh, and I'm gonna need this in the morning. Absolutely. I'm gonna need this right on in the morning. So I'm gonna need that right there. So guys, yes, we are back. And get ready because I want you guys to help me invest into getting my own products like lip gloss, lipstick. I'm more of a lip gloss girl with color. All right, enough of me. Now let's get into this because when you talk about Will Smith and Jada in the news, child, and I don't know who you guys wants to go first, but I want you guys to take a look at this, and we'll go from there. But this pretty much is going to be a visual of the couple, the married couple, over the years, and so it's going to tag the dates. Okay, so just take a look. 1997, married, right? Mm-hmm. All of it. 2 years together, 1999. Look at the rejection, 1999, 2 years together, 4 years together, 10 years together. It's like, girl, she want to bow them. It looked like she was at the throwing them bows. Was that the area? 13 years together, 2010. I don't want that on me, shit. Oh, wow, 13 years. 18 years together. Oh, it seems forced. She was like, that's enough. 2019, 3 years separated. Wow. 6 years separated, 2022. Wow. That's a lot, isn't it? I just feel like it was a lot of pressure. I feel like it was a lot of pressure. Not really sure what they are doing, but a lady named Jaguar Wright. You guys might know her. Some of you do, some of you don't. She's been telling us all this while, child, allegedly, that the Smiths, in the industry, I heard that there are business relationships. There are business relationships, and that's what I heard, allegedly. That's what I heard. Absolutely. Hmm. Hmm. And so, I don't dab up into, their business. I'm just like, okay, if they do what they do, that's cool, I mean, but it's cool that they do it that way. And it's like, it's no issues, but it's like, why is Jada doing this? Is this in a plan? Like, I'm just a little curious. Does this come with the territory? Um, okay, so we were going to do that one, but I think we'll hold off on that one. Let me go. Okay, so listen here. Before we go any further, child, we got two women from Houston caught in a drug bust, 5 kilos, Concepcion, age 58, and to Maria, age 64. Benton County, Arkansas. Two women have been arrested in a Rogers narcotic trafficking bust. Court documents say that detectives for the Rogers Police Department began a drug trafficking investigation starting May 2023, involving a group of smugglers operating in Mexico and Texas. During the investigation, a confidential informant working with detectives established communication with individuals in Mexico. The women were later identified as Concepcion Melinda, 58, and Tamaria Walker, 64. Both are from Houston, Texas, which is where detectives determined the cocaine was coming from. Both women are charged with one count each of trafficking a controlled substance. Wow. Just imagine the time. Or will it be a plea deal? Well, girl, let's get back into this article. Shout out to Everyday Houston Live. After the women were removed from the vehicle and placed into custody, officers deployed a canine to conduct a free air sniff. The canine alerted to the odor of narcotics on the vehicle. A probable cause search yielded 5 kilograms of coca, with 2 kilograms found under the driver's seat, two under the front passenger seat, and one in the glove box. Documents say that while the handcuffs, Medina Medina began saying things such as, I lied. There is nothing in there. I lied about bring it. And this is embarrassing. Walker was interviewed and stated that she had mapped the route of travel from Houston to meet location to the meet location. She stated that she believed that she was going to visit Medina's aunt. Walker told police that she had been in trouble before for fraud and drug possession. Now, child, that's a lot. Now, girl, I don't know what happened. But, girl, if you got me riding up in the car with you and you didn't tell me that you had things up in there, then, baby, we got a problem. You know? So, it could have been that situation, right? We don't really know. Well, moving on, let's go ahead and get into, let's see, Jada Pickett. Let's see. So we talked about her a little bit. Megan Thee Stallion is like back out here living her best life. And so, yeah, it's like a lot. And so let's go ahead and give acknowledgement to Rudolph Isley. He went to glory. He's a brother and founder of the Isley Brothers. And we just want to send our condolences and really send prayers to the family. You know, this is a tough, hit, And that was Ronald's brother. So Ronald Isley is his brother. Mhm. So let's see how many of and he actually went to glory. So Rudolph Isley actually went to glory on October the 11th of this year. Marvin Isley went to glory in 2010 from complications of diabetes. In addition to his brothers Ernie and Ronald, Rudolph Isley's survivors include his wife, Elaine Jasper, whom he married in 1958. Their children, Rudy Jr., Elizabeth, Valerie, and Elaine, and several grandchildren. We want to send a special condolence to you and your family and to all the fans around the world, because this was not a local audience. This was a international, worldwide audience. And we here at the Queen Tulsa Show want to thank you for your contributions to music and to the community and through philanthropists and through your art. And we appreciate you. Absolutely. All right. So we will be going ahead and Now, Sean Puffy Combs have made it back to the internet. Okay. And so we all know that, Puff Diddy or Puff Daddy was kind of like allegedly kind of like Marjorie, as Shirley Strawberry um would kind of communicate, kind of like the bossy, and pretty much you wouldn't have a job if, or whatever she says when, and that's just how I looked at it, because when you talk about the industry and just kind of how things kind of work themselves in the middle, it really made me feel a type of way, right? So before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into the Black woman that went into the airport and decided to go ahead and the scraper and decided to poke people there in the airport. Yes, people. So shout out to the ATL Scoop. Around 4:45 p.m., and this was 2 days ago. Around 4:45 p.m. this afternoon, officers assigned to the airport encountered a female who was armed with a poker. The female was outside of the security checkpoint near the West crossover and began walking to the South Terminal. Prior to encountering her, she had poked an adult male. Officers engaged the female, attempting to talk her into dropping the poker and working to restrict her movement. Plus, more travelers from the area. During the encounter, the female suspect poked an adult female and then an APD lieutenant as he attempted to take her into custody. Another officer was then able to tackle and disarm the female and take her into custody. All victims are alert, conscious, and breathing. All victims have been taken to the hospital. The female suspect was not injured and was taken to the airport precinct. Now, when you talk about an encounter, and this is a place where you would think like security is like kind of uptight, and and they're ready for it all. But this is what I feel. I feel like when you talk about these situations, they don't have proper training for these situations. And why was there not an alarm that went off? We need to up it. We need to up that security, you know? Yeah, we need to up that security, because there's no way. No way it should have went that far. You know what I mean? It should not have been that no way. No way. No way. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and let's get into this is a situation where we are, like I had brought up earlier, Puff Daddy back in the day, he was Puff Daddy. Now he was P Diddy, and I believe now he's Love. So I want to get the pronouns correct. He, but I wanted to pull up this particular interview with him and Wendy Williams, right? And it was more of like him getting his glory, getting his shine on. And, this is my aha moment, so to speak, And long story short, let's get into it. Okay. And I just want you guys just to hear the audio because it's just a little, it can be like a little irritating to the ears or whatever. So let's go ahead and pull the interview up. Let's go ahead and get our thumbnail and read our disclaimer. Okay. Disclaimer, copyright disclaimer 107, under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. Okay, now that we have that out the way, child, let's get into it. Okay, now let's go ahead and punch it on up because actually we have to stop sharing this one. And then we're going to go over here. And actually, let me go ahead. Okay, we got to get ready for this because this is a lot, guys. This is a lot. So I got to prepare you guys, right? Let's get into it. All right, so here we are. And then we are going to go right here. And then we are going to, okay, yeah, that was cute.
Okay, the drama of it all.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I must say it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And I want to just tell you how proud I am of you because I don't think you get enough credit for being the first one to really cover our culture, hip hop culture and also hip hop celebrities and just understanding that it's news, not just saying that's all that you cover, but you started shedding light on our culture and our people. And thank you very much.
Thank you. I accept that.
Yeah.
And with that in mind.
Okay, so pretty much what you guys are, I don't know why that I put this one. Listen, Wendy Williams deserves her flowers. Like, seriously, she has definitely paved the way for us bloggers, us content creators, us digital creators, us in the media, in the industry, And so I definitely appreciate her. Sis definitely said it like she meant it. And, she stood on it. And there were some things that happened, but, she had Kevin over there that was supposed to be protecting her. And actually, he was doing it, Kevin was actually protecting her. And so, hold on. How you doing? And it was so wonderful. I actually enjoyed Kevin when things weren't sporadic and all out in the public and all over the place and just so tacky. You know what I mean? And, I just really take it very personal when, the girls be trying to comfort Wendy because Wendy opened up the door for so many of us. I mean, she was listen, you know how they want to say the black girls got the big mouth and we're loud and we're this and we're that? Well, guess what? They learned to appreciate it. They learned to appreciate talent. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, this is who I am every day. How you doing? But we're gonna get in there and we're gonna get our news because we want to know the tea and we have to report on it, right? And I think it's only fair, Mhm. Guys, be real. Wendy Williams has inspired so many. Tasha K wanted to be like the next Wendy, right? Yes. And I know I've done plenty of things that Wendy said that she would not do, is let anybody see her with her wig off. Oh no, that's a non-negotiable. But yeah, little Wendy right here, baby, I broke the cycle. And I've done it before, but no, will I do it in the future? No. I won't snatch it off during this show, right? Okay, so we have to give commentary and then we have to play, then give commentary and have to play. And so that's what we're doing. So let's listen to Mother listen interview allegedly daughter. Diddy. Right?
I know I pissed a lot of people off, including you. But this is a full circle moment, everybody.
yes.
Get into adult conversation.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you smell delicious. You can't feel it through the TV, but he's got finery on, like finery, and you've got diamonds in your teeth.
So, child, what do y'all think Diddy was thinking right there? Wendy is like, he has on his fabric, he has on his blouse, he is smelling good. Honey, he's got the diamonds on, honey, he's looking good. Like, it's given. And he got so fabulous up on here. Now he's on my show back in the day. He got me fired. And today he come out clean, sharp, and like no roses, no card, no. How do you come on empty-handed? That is like that's like he broke the rule. That's like house etiquette. You go to someone's home, you go to someone's gathering, or you get invited somewhere on a show, you bring something. A thank you. And we're not talking, I'm talking like somebody of his caliber where money is not an object, you know? And I'm not saying go out and splurge and do this and do that, but at least like a dozen of roses or dozen of roses with card and chocolate, and I apologize. I think that that's not much to ask. If you're financially stable, right? And you have this big brand, you've sold things to your community, and we've supported you, and and then this, I'm a bit confused. It make sense for me. If someone comes on my show that I had a grievance with in the past, right? And they want to make things right, I would expect, a card, a rose, or something. Don't give it to me. Give it to my team, and then they could put it away from me, and then I could, go and open it up in my time, and then I can come back and then give a response. Oh, I received the gift, and oh, and it's this and this. If it's what I wanted, or if it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, let me do this in privacy and secrecy, because what if my reaction when I open it up is like, oh my gosh, oh my God, this is like terrible. And I don't want to do that to someone's product, So I say, let me do my review in the privacy of my home. Let me do my review in the privacy of my home, and then we can move forward, right? So, and I want to give an honest review, right? I want to give an honest review. So I think that it's only fair if I do an honest review, captured on video, and a side review, seeing how I like it, and then sending, yeah. So, yeah, I got a whole connection in my head, guys. Listen, I'm working. Mhm. Let's get into this content because Diddy, we have questions, honey.
Which this is the thing. Lala was here the other day. Is that permanent? Hers aren't.
Yeah, mine is.
You're permanent.
Yeah.
How long you had that?
For like 2.5 years.
Yeah. I want to give you a shoe cam. Put your feet on those feet.
Okay.
And while you're looking at his shoes, just check out the finery of what his entire suit is made out of. Yeah, there's a whole situation. Yeah.
These are Saint Laurents.
Now listen here. He say those are Saint Laurents, and I personally, can somebody call Saint Laurent so they can send me a pair of heels for the winter? You know, me a nice set for the winter. Not really sure how their sizes go, but I am a 9.5, a 10, ladies. Okay, I want to say just give me a 10 so I'm comfortable, because a 9 is pretty much where 9.5 is like, oh girl, I want to be cute, and I'm gonna shove my toes in that shoe. So I don't want to go through the process of trying to get, things removed off of my feet. Okay, so just give me a 10, and ladies, okay. Now I want to zoom up a little bit because things get quite interesting.
That outside of your baby's moms and taking care of your kids and your empire, you do like to party, okay?
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm shocked that you and Cassie have gone this far, like the distance. What is it about her that,
I mean, it's just like when a record comes on, the way she moves, like when I look at her, the way she smiles, the way I see her look at me sometimes when I wake up and she's already awake,
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. It's given like Outkast. I like the way you move. I like the way you move. It was like, girl, it was giving Outkast, right? That's how I was feeling it. And I know that Diddy, he has all these hits, and maybe I want to ask him if he ever, if I ever had a chance to interview him, I would ask him, like, do you ever, like, when do you ever just zone out and there could be conversations going on and you thinking of a song and you end up saying the lyrics? Just a question. And that would be virtually, okay? That would be virtually. Let's get into it.
And the Met Gala, what the sitting on the steps was going on? What is going on here?
I'm gonna be honest, like, they didn't have my tickets right the year before, so I said I'm gonna stun on them and sit on the stairs as my woman looks good and takes those pictures.
Stay here. Keep staying.
Now listen here. Let's be clear. My boyfriend, my date, we're at the Oscars or wherever we're at the BET Awards, wherever. You getting down, sitting on the ground, and throwing a tantrum. This is my moment. Everybody knows you. Let me have this moment. Don't play with my moment.
Up next, we're going to talk more with Diddy, including his movie. And I want you represent a lot to a lot of people in general. I mean, you're an example to people who aren't Black. Like, yes, we can. Yes, we can. You're an example to boys, like your boys, my boys, their boys in general.
Oh, child. Now listen here. I know Wendy can't. She couldn't see it, but girl, Wendy was talking about the alleged photo that was posted, and his trousers were pulled, ejected. And there were a lot of men around. I don't know if it was the gay pride or what, but yeah, it was a whole lot going on. It was a whole lot going on up in there. Trust me. Okay. So listen, guys. Give me 1 second. I will drop the link if you guys want to come up and sound off on any of the topics that we discussed tonight. Give me one moment. I'll drop the link. Okay, so if you guys want to come up, definitely hit the link. All right, y'all. It's been a lot going on in these in the industry, in the streets. I mean, it's a lot, but we just gonna keep striving and surviving, you know? And so I really want you guys to check out the interview that I had on Thursday, which was October the 12th, 2023. So October the 12th, that video, go and look it up, go check it out. Some great news on there. Get used to my future co-host. Yeah. So we are definitely moving up. And I do have some lotion, but I mean some cream, but I'm not really that. I guess I'm a little ashy, but that's it. To heck with it. But listen, guys, I really want to thank you all for your support and coming by and watching. This concludes our broadcast. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. This is a Queen Tulsa show. And thank you for watching so long. Enjoy your weekend.
What's a girl to do? She needs love. Girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say